Yo, what is up, guys? It is Card Shuffler 99 here. Today, we're going to show you guys a really cool card trick. Before we get into that, we do have a 3 AirPod giveaway going on our channel. So if you guys want to be entered, all you have to do is like this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, turn those notifications on, make sure you comment on at least one of our YouTube videos, and then we'll also have our Instagram in the description below. Make sure to follow that. And then from there, we'll have a post on our Instagram for more directions, and you'll be entered in our giveaway. Anyways, let's get right into the trick. We can start out by Adam. I want you to shuffle the cards for me, please.
All right.
Many times as you would like until you are satisfied.
1, maybe we'll go 2.
Okay.
3. Nah, it's okay. I'm good with that.
Okay, so we'll take the cards back here. Now, Adam, I'm going to give you some directions. What we're going to do is I want you to choose any number between 5 and 30. Don't tell me. Okay. And I want you to take that amount of cards from the bottom of the deck, and you're going to bring it to the top. So let's say you chose 3. You go 1, right, 2,
Okay.
3. All right.
Sounds good.
And I'm going to turn around when you do this, and go ahead and do that.
All right.
Turn around. Take your time. There is no rush with this.
Lightning speed.
Lightning speed. Oh, boy. Let me know when you are done, and I'll give you some more directions.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right there.
Okay, now I want you to memorize the card that is on top of the deck right now that's facing you.
Yep.
And now after that, if you haven't memorized, I want you to take all the cards that are on the deck and flip them over. So all the face-up cards, I want you to flip them over on top of the deck.
All of them.
All of them, yeah.
Okay.
And then let me know when you are done.
Yep, I'm done.
Okay. So, you chose a random number. You got to a random card. Now what I want you to do is, Adam, what was your number?
22.
22, check this out. Ready? Just get a nice feel for the cards. I think right there. I'm going to stop right there. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 22nd card. What was your card?
The Ace of Clubs.
We actually have the Ace of Clubs as the 22nd card. All right, guys, let's learn how to do this pretty cool trick. So, there kind of is a little bit of a setup for this, but it's pretty simple. You can there's a few things you could use. So what I have here is also known as a short card. So basically what you do is you can take a pair of scissors, and you can cut just a little bit off the edge. As you guys, I'll bring this up close to the camera. You can see this edge is much larger than this one. This one, it's because it's cut short compared to a normal card. So you guys can see this. It doesn't have to be a crazy amount. Probably around, I would say a third of it. You want to cut a third of the border off. Maybe a little bit more if you want to be safe. And they're not going to notice this. So if you have this on top of the deck, the last thing they're going to notice is a short card. Like, you're not going to be able to notice that. Your spectator's not going to pick up that this card is a few millimeters short than the rest of the deck. They're not going to pick up on that. You can also use a crimp card, which is where you take the corner of a card and you bend it, and that will also work for this trick. So there's a few things you can do. Now, the cool part about this is you can have the spectator shuffle the deck, right? So they're shuffling the deck. You give it to them, right? They do whatever they want with the deck. They can shuffle it any way. They can rifle shuffle it. They can do overhands. It doesn't matter, right? But when you get the deck back, all you have to do is you're going to get a feel for that, I guess you could say, break in the deck. So wherever the short card is, there's going to be a small break in the deck. So I'll try to show you guys, right? Right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. You probably can. There's a small break in the deck. What you're going to do, right, is you're just simply just going to cut the cards, right? And what you're actually doing is you're cutting at that break and just bringing that short card back to the top of the deck. That's all you're doing. All right, and make sure, like even before the trick starts, you want to have the cards lined up pretty well. That way you can see where the, I guess you could say, gap is one more time. So let's say they shuffle the cards, you get the cards back, right? Just hold it here, act natural, right? Try to see where that gap is, right? Lift up, give the cards a quick cut, done, right? I just brought the card right back to the top. Real easy, real simple. The same principles will apply with the crimp card, right? You just want to bring that back to the top. And from there, you're ready to start the trick. Now, you're going to give them directions after they do whatever they want, right? You're going to give them directions. You have to make sure that they do this right, because if they mess these steps up, the trick is going to be ruined. Because if they do one thing wrong, all of a sudden the trick's ruined. You get it wrong, now you look pretty stupid. So make sure you explain these directions in detail and like at least demonstrate it one time before you run through this. So you're going to give them the cards, or you're going to say you're going to do it, but you're going to demonstrate it before you actually do it. You're going to say, choose any number between 5 and 30. Don't tell me. All right. So let's just go 10, right? 10. All you got to do is show them that you're going to take 10 cards from the bottom and flip them over on top. So they go 1, right? 2, 3. If I was performing this as the magician, I would just show them this, like actually what to do, because they're not going to understand this if you tell them to do it. So make sure you actually perform it for them by doing this. And then you can just take these cards, return it to the bottom, and tell them to do it. So let's say they chose 10. So we are at 5, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so you got 10 cards here, right? Now, you're turned around. When they're doing this, you're going to be turned around. Now, after that, you're going to tell them to memorize whatever card is on top of the deck facing you, right? So they're going to memorize the 4 of diamonds, right? From here, tell them to take all the face-up cards, flip them over, and place them on top of the deck. And it's really important that they get this part right, because what that's going to do, it's going to take the number of cards they chose, and it's going to put it right above your short card, which for me is the 8 of clubs. I also recommend that you guys remember what your short card is, or what your crimp card is, because if it ends up on top of the deck or on, let's say, the bottom of the deck, you're not going to see it, right? You're not going to be able to cut to it. So you could like go like this. If you see your crimp card there, then you can just simply do like a simple cut like this and just bring it to the top if you have to. So they chose 10, right? And what they're going to do is they're going to flip the 10 cards. Remember it. Flip the 10 cards, put it on top of the deck. And what that does is it puts their 10 cards right over the short card or crimp card. And then the trick is basically set up from there. So you get the cards back. What you're going to do is you can ask them a few things. But I like to go number first. And then after I get the number, I like to deal with the cards. Now, if you're going to dribble through the deck, make sure first of all you have the cards square. But if you're going to dribble through the deck, you have to go slow. And I mean slow when you dribble the cards. So you end up at their card. If you go too fast like this, you might drop all the cards, or you might not stop at the card. When you go slow, it's going to work out much better, as you see there. Now, you don't have to dribble the cards if you don't want to. You can simply put the cards on the table or hold them in your hand and say, what I'm going to do is, what was your number? They're going to say 10, right? What you're going to do is you're going to look for that little break in the deck, right? And you're going to pick up right there. Now, obviously, you can put the cards a little bit out in front of you so you can see the break, right? So you say, oh, what was your number? Obviously, I'm not going to be performing it like this, but they say 10. You pick up on that break, and you set the cards down. Now, as long as you have your crimp card or your short card right above their card, you're going to pick up on the number of cards they chose, and then you can count through them. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? 10. Stop on their number cards. So stop on 10. Ask them what was their card. They're going to say 4 diamonds, and you can show them the 4 diamonds. Now, one more time, let's run through it. Right? They shuffle the cards. They do whatever they want. Right? Any shuffles they want. You're looking for a break in the deck, or you can simply just cut the cards. Right? Find it. Bring the short card to the top of the deck. Right? From there, have them choose any number between 5 and 30. Right? Let's say they go 10 again. Right? Make sure you do this. Perform the directions for them, or show them how to do it. So let's say they choose 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? They choose their 10 cards. Memorize the top card, all right? So they choose 10 cards. Memorize that top card. From there, have them flip over all of the cards that are there. So they're going to flip them all over on top of the deck. And then from there, you can either dribble through the cards really slowly and then stop on their selection, or you could simply just pick up there. So you look for it, you pick it up, set it down, simply count through the cards, right? You count them down, and then obviously you'll get to the final card, right? You're going to count down, right? You count down. After they tell you their number, then you ask them what their card was, and it will be their card every time. Now, thank you guys so much for watching. And anyways, this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.